From 20th till 26th of September, Russian Robotics Week was held in St. Petersburg for the third time. Russian Robotics Week 2021, like the previous ones, was held as part of the European Robotics Week, which has been held in European countries since 2011. The organizers of Russian Robotics Week this year were a cluster of high-tech and engineering of the Northwestern Federal District Cryonomica and the SUAI University. General partners of the event were KUKA and Concern RPro. Official partners were European Union Robotics, SICK, Inrotech, Delphi, Visual Components, Rethink Robotics, Duran Global, Mitsubishi Electric, Aviatech, Homag, Supratech, RPro Consulting, PLM Ural, Pride Automatics, WorldSkills Russia, St. Petersburg Polytechnic University, St. Petersburg State University of Economics, Institute of Innovative Technologies in Business, HR Prof, Waters of Health, as well as Museum of Theatre and Music. The events of Russian Robotics Week began with the opening of robotics competition for school children and students. The official opening ceremony of the competition took place on 21st of September at the SUAI Engineering School. The students were greeted and wished successful performances by Rector of SUAI University, Yulia Antokhina, Chairman of the Board of Cluster Cryonomica, Alexey Koroblев, Director of Foreign Economic Activities at KUKA Robotics, Olga Yekaterinina, Director of SUAI School of Engineering, Sergei Soleny. For 2 days, on 22nd and 23rd of September, the Industrial Robotics Forum was held at the Tochka Kipenia of SUAI University, which brought together more than 150 people. Among them, there were both representatives of various domestic and foreign companies, ranging from robot manufacturers from leading global companies, including system integrators and robot control software developers, to domestic companies of various industries and scale that use or are just planning to use robots. The forum was also attended by representatives of state authorities who hope for intensive development of robotics, representatives of universities, institutes, and colleges interested in training personnel for robotics industries. The first day of the forum began with the opening ceremony. Welcome words were spoken by the Deputy Minister of the Ministry for Science and Higher Education, Dmitry Afanasyev, Special Representative of Governor of St. Petersburg for Economic Development, Anatoly Kotov, Rector of St. Petersburg State University of Aerospace Instrumentation, Yulia Antokhina, Chairman of the Board of Cluster Cryonomica, Alexey Koroblев, and General Director of KUKA Robotics, Dmitry Kapishnikov. The forum exhibition showcased stands from KUKA, Mitsubishi Electric, Aviatech, Homag, RPro, Inrotech, Proud Automatics, Institute of Innovative Technologies and Business were presented. After the opening, participants were invited to a plenary discussion, which was devoted to the discussion of modern trends in the development of industrial robotics. It was attended by Kim Reslev, Commercial Director of KUKA Nordic, Baltic and Russia from Denmark, Jet Jorgen, General Director of Inrotech from Denmark, Heikki Aalto, Founder and Executive Vice President of Delphi from Finland, Dmitry Kapishnikov, General Director of KUKA Robotics, Denis Stepanov, General Director of SICK Russia, Alexey Koroblев, President of Concern RPro. The forum continued in the form of panel discussion. The discussion topics covered all areas of robotics application. These included robotization in mechanical engineering, mobile and collaborative robotics, training problems in the field of robotics, as well as digital twin and offline programming of robots. The first day of the forum finished with an evening musical program entitled St. Petersburg Rhythms of Robotics in the Fountain House of Sheremetyev Palace, Museum of Music. The participants were taken on a musical journey through the halls of Sheremetyev Palace and heard a live performance of composition number 3 from Sergei Rachmaninoff's cycle of piano pieces, 6 musical moments, which was accompanied with a robotics show. The second day of the forum began with a roundtable meeting productivity leaders and was devoted to the low productivity of Russian enterprises and a high percentage of manual labor, as well as identifying the reasons why, in terms of robotics and the level of development of digital infrastructure of enterprises, Russia is significantly inferior to countries from developed economies. The second half of the day, the forum was delighted participants with topics on robotization in power engineering, energy and the oil and gas sector, in production of food, pharmaceutical and everyday goods, in logistics, and they could also hear about robotics for promotion, cinema and high art. At the end of the event, the participants were welcomed by a buffet dedicated to the closing of Russian Robotics Week 2021. Forum participants showed high interest in stands and speeches and also expressed their suggestions and recommendations about what would be interesting to hear in the next Robotics Week.